EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Blake Rupe, set to start it. And off we go from Buffalo. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bills first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen going for it all. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Arkansas. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Lions. His 6th touchdown now for the season. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
Alert!
3rd and 2. Now Allen. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Stop. Regular. Alert! Half.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Shaheed in motion. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's Gibbs. Powering forward. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Groupie now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable with Rivers. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Alert!
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Allen to throw. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and
in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Moore going in motion. Allen going to give this to Davis. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Allen. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Hey, tight. Where's that?
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. First and 10. They'll go play action here with and this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 29-yard line.
Alert! Where's that?
Allen to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Half 85. Look out!
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Lions.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, the ball first coming out of the break.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. And the Lions move out to a 21-3 advantage. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Allen. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On first down, Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Shaheed with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing right, it's taken in.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. To throw again is Wilson. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
56, 56. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
On second down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Middle. Look out.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Middle. What's that?
Once again, it's Cook. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Half 10. Alert! Hey, home. Half. What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
What's that?
A run with Cook, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Okay. 56.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
What's that?
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
half.
4 yards on the pickup.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 4-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Here's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Allen will throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by Gibbs. Woo. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. First and goal at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And now again he loses the football. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is second down and goal. They go play action with Wilson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll run with Gibbs. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Middle. What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Off 52.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. Good running inside the 25. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable with Rivers. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Alert! Off 52. What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. His throw left side is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Allen going to give it to Cook. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. To throw is Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.